Okay, so hi. So this is Elaine and Sebastian, and I have started doing holistic interviews so that I can share with you more about my world and about what other people do, other practitioners do to help people to get well. And so this is my friend Sebastian. He's German. He speaks both fluent German and English. And Sebastian is a young guy with an old soul. So Sebastian, I met him online actually, and we started chatting, and Sebastian helped me with some stuff very successfully and very quickly. And so I wanted to share that with you. I want to share his abilities with you so you can learn more about healing and the modalities he works with. So hi, Sebastian. So thank you for joining me in this interview. And so I wanted to ask you, first of all, just tell me a little bit about yourself and then tell us how you got on the healing path. Thanks.
All right. Hey all. Thank you so much for having me and the nice introduction. So I'm Sebastian, 24 from Germany. And well, when I got into healing, there was maybe like, I would say 2 years, 3 years ago. I started a little bit and then like, here and there, but not really fully or completely 100%. And then something happened. I had like an asthma attack, and that was like a game changer then for me, like a wake up call. And since then I went to another energy healer as well. And she uses the modalities I'm using now. And I really liked it. It really helped me with my stuff, and I felt more at ease and peace then, and I was really amazed. And before I was not believing in that stuff. Like I was very skeptical
Right.
and very like scientific, and logical and in the
Right.
head kind of. And then I just said like, all right, I'm just gonna try everything out and be neutral and see what happens. And if it helps me, then I use it. And if it helps others, then I use it and I share it. So I think that's because there's no harm from that. Like it could just work or don't work. So, but I think it's very important also that you believe in it. Like that's a big part as well. Like, yeah.
Yes. So it took a crisis then for you to make a change. So from what you told me earlier, that was a very severe attack and it was almost life and death situation. So that made you reach out. Did you think to yourself, well, you must be doing something wrong or putting something into your body that didn't suit you at the time?
Yeah. So the thing is, it stopped when I went to my parents. Like when I went to my parents' room, it stopped immediately. So
Okay.
that was interesting for me because the medication, thanks, that didn't work. Like it twice didn't work. Like it was very strong, like, but it didn't work. So, and then I was thinking, okay, and I was reading up on psychosomatic kind of things. The parents were the people who got me into the situation partly with pressure that might happen, and also me, because lungs and asthma is always a topic of pressure from inside, from himself or others. And but they also are the protectors, right? They're the parents. So that's what I figured out afterwards then.
Yeah, that's what I felt, that when the asthma attack stopped when you went to them and you knew they were there, and so you felt safe.
Yeah, it was like a cry, a calling, like, hey, I'm not good, so help me. Like,
yes, that's good.
It was to my parents and also like, but rather to myself, like,
right,
that
like a wake-up call for you.
Yeah.
Very good. So then tell us about the modalities that you've learned. I know that you've studied emotion code and body code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. So can you tell us more about those?
Yes. So I first got the treatment as well from this healer lady I told earlier. And I had like 4 sessions and it really helped me. And so I thought, all right, I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna try that out. I want to share that because it's so successful. And I've heard, like I had a friend, he was also at her place and it also helped. So I thought, all right, this is amazing. I got to do that. And then I'm started with other things as well. Like I went to seminars, similar healing modalities, online and in person. And this is not international. It's like a German kind of thing. This other one, it's called Mind Flow. And yeah, emotion code and body code I'm working with mainly.
Right.
And
can
it's
you,
like,
okay, go ahead.
yeah, it's about like releasing trapped emotions that are coming from like emotional trauma or physical trauma, like when you have an accident or like a fight or like a conflict with yourself or other people. And we always, I think everyone had that, like you think about a situation in the past all the time, because it was like your best friend and you ended the relationship not friendly and peacefully or something. You still think about it and it's like draining your energy in the here and now. But you just have to let it go, but you cannot let it go because there's still something stuck in there. And this is these trapped emotions that are causing that, because your body couldn't fully process this, because the body just has this fight or flight, right? It's like you get out of the situation, but you're not, sometimes you can process this completely, but when it was very intense, it's just like, okay, I gotta get out of the situation, but it's not 100% sometimes. Then it needs help. It needs some healing. Like you gotta release those trapped emotions, and they are stored, could be elsewhere stored, like in organs or in the aura and the energy field, in the physical body.
So it's like unresolved emotions from, say, a bad breakup or a car accident, or
Yes.
a fight with a friend or falling out with a parent, and so these feelings are unresolved and it's like unfinished business in a way.
Yes, you can, that's totally true. And you can picture like maybe a bag, like an emotional bag you carry on your back with you, like the Santa Claus, right? It's like this. And if you don't like let it go and you don't heal you don't come in peace with the past, then you just have this bag that is so big and it's draining your energy. And therefore it can develop other physical or mental issues like anxiety, depression, or like when you carry a lot around, you have maybe tight neck, tight shoulders, you're carrying other people's problems or yourself, you have a lot of things going on, or had going on. So this is just what we just release, and then the body can heal itself more easily, or can like get out these blocks, so it can be healthy again. So
right. So you just remove the detrimental energy, the detrimental and toxic emotions that are like holding you down and holding you back, so that you're free to live in your life in this moment, and not be thinking about the past, or not be, even if you're not thinking about the past, maybe you're holding the past in your body and in your cells. So you're just freeing up that energy. That's great. And then what is the difference between the emotion code and the body code?
The emotion code is just a little bit, I would say, not so deep. The body code is more deep, like it's more in depth, and it has like I don't know, maybe thousands or hundreds different topics. Like, and you are guided by the muscle testing or the pendulum, like with kinesiology. You ask yes and no questions, and then you connect through the subconscious with that person, and it works like it's similar like the phone number. Everyone has a phone number, and also your body has a phone number, or your heart, or your subconscious, or your energy field, whatever.
So do you
And
mean when you say a phone number, do you mean like a frequency or an energy?
yes, it's like a
Your personal.
personal identity, I would say, like a radio frequency. It's or you can say that maybe.
Or your PIN number for your bank, for your bank
Yeah,
card, your PIN number.
yeah. It's just your own signature, and you just connect via that. So that works with a name, and also via video or phone, from a picture. And well, because we are all one, and the Big Bang, we were before all together, and then boom, we split apart. So what once was together is still always together, and
Okay.
that's how it works. Yeah.
And so does that mean then, Sebastian, that you can do your energy healing work or all of your work from a distance and over the phone?
Yes, it works over distance, over phone, over video, or also in personal life. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what are some of the things that you have worked on? What stands out to you?
Well, basically, there's no limit. That's the beauty of that system. It's well, there was one guy, or sorry, one woman. She was like, she felt she had like gifts inside of her, or she wanted to be like creative and do something, but she had like these blocks, and she was like not sure what she wants to do. She just has this drive, but she cannot really express it. So that's what we worked on, to get her like spirituality and her intuition more developed. And we worked on her chakras. And then I had this other guy. He was like having like inner child traumas from the parents' breakup. He was like, I think, very young, and that was very traumatic for him. Then the parents split up, and he had like this problem with girls and relationships for himself because of that, and we worked on that. Yeah, and well, you can also like physical issues, like there was a guy, he had knee pain, and we started at an 8 out of 10 from the intensity, and then it was like a 3, around a 3 afterwards.
Okay, so you're talking about a scale of how difficult something is.
Yeah, it's like you define it from 0 to 10. It's like 0 is all right, nothing going on, and 10 is like, okay, get me to the hospital. And yeah, so that's why I work with that. That's good to like gauge and a number. So for me and the client, that's good to know what we accomplished, like a progress system.
Yeah. Yes, you did that with me, and I found that really good. So that's great. So if you had any advice today, Sebastian, for, like a takeaway from this interview, what would you advise people who are suffering in some way, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional? What is one thing you could say that might help them?
Yeah. So I would say, like, do like get in peace with the past, like try to let go of that, like give, I know it's hard, but try to like give that person or that situation like love, like and also like you can imagine yourself going back to that situation and giving yourself then love or that other person. And with that you can let that go, and you can like, yeah, I would say really listen to your instincts and your heart and your intuition, because we this learned that, and we are too much in the head, and follow the heart, and then it leads you where joy is, I would say. That's very, very important. Yeah.
That's lovely. That's lovely. So get back in touch with yourself and listen to your heart. Maybe if you are struggling with something, just tune in and ask, what is this about? What do I need to do? How can I heal this myself?
Yeah, we are very strong ourselves, so we don't actually know.
Yeah, we don't give ourselves credit for that. We tend to lend ourselves out to doctors or therapists,
Yes,
or friends for advice, but it's very seldom that we go within and ask ourselves what it is that we need or want.
well, yeah, it's like, I would say we can't do everything on our own, but we could do more than we think now. And sometimes, but we need sometimes people. And I myself cannot treat myself with everything, even though I know the healing stuff. I have the tools, but someone else is like more neutral and can observe it better from a higher perspective.
Yes, from a neutral state. Yeah, that's the same for me. I can't actually treat myself fully. I might be able to tune in and go, what's going on? But I need somebody to reflect something back to me.
Yeah.
And it's easier for an outsider to see it than for you to see yourself fully.
Yeah.
So very good. So Sebastian, if somebody wanted a treatment with you, what do they need to do? How can they get in touch with you?
Yes. So I'm on Facebook, and the page is called Energy Healing Sebastian Ries.
Okay, so Energy Healing Sebastian Ries. And how do you spell Ries?
It's like an R-I-E and an S.
Yeah. Okay. And any other way, if people aren't on Facebook, what about email?
Yes, I have email. It's sebastianries1@freenet.de. We can put that up in the comment
Link.
or in the link.
So Sebastian Ries 1 at
freenet.de.
At freenet.de. Okay. Well, it was lovely to talk to you, Sebastian. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
Well, no, I wish you all a good day and thank you for having me. And yeah, bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Tschüss.